Assalamu alaikum students. Today we will study percentage problems. Chapter 2 percentage problems. Question number 1. When a grizzly bear hibernates, its heart rate drops to 10 beats per minute. So that means when the bear goes for hibernation, in that case the heart rate will drop to 10 beats per minute. So this is not the normal heart rate. This is the heart rate when it goes for hibernation. Now which is 20% of its normal value. So normal value is when the normal value is 100, when the normal heart rate is 100, in that case 20 is the heart rate when it goes for hibernation, right? What is a grizzly bear's heart rate when not hibernating? So that means what is the bear's normal heart rate? The question is asking us to find out what is the grizzly bear's normal heart rate. So at the time of hibernation, if heartbeat is 20, the normal heart rate is 100 according to this one. So at the time, see here 20% is given. So if the heartbeat at hibernation is 20, in that case normal heart rate is 100. If the heartbeat is 1, the normal heart rate is as 100 divided by 20. If the heartbeat during hibernation is 10, in that case normal heart rate is 50. So that's the answer. Now question number 2. Sophie Ruth is eating a 50-gram chocolate bar which contains 30% cocoa, right? So that means this girl is eating a 50-gram chocolate bar which contains 30% cocoa. How many grams of cocoa are in the chocolate bar? So concentration of cocoa in the chocolate bar will be, so she is eating a 50-gram chocolate. And in that 50-gram chocolate, 30% is cocoa. So 50 multiplied by 30% is 15 grams. That means there is 15 grams of cocoa in that 50-gram chocolate. We can directly answer this one. If in 30% means out of 100 gram chocolate, 30% is 30 out of 100 gram chocolate, 30 gram cocoa will be there. So in a 100 gram chocolate, 30 gram cocoa will be there. So in a 50 gram chocolate, cocoa will be just half, that means 15 grams. Luke and Matthew ran a lemonade stand on Saturday. This is a lemonade is a soft drink. So Luke and Matthew ran a lemonade stand on Saturday. They agreed that Matthew would get 60% of the profit because the lemonade stand was his idea. So Matthew will get 60% from the profit. They made a profit of $25. How much money did Matthew make? So that means how much profit Matthew will get. So we know that Matthew's share of profit is 60%. So out of $25, he will get 60%. Which is $15. Question number 4. Mrs. Conley asks her class what kind of party they want to have to celebrate their excellent behavior. So the class teacher wants to give a treat to her students. So she said that, because her student showed excellent behavior, she wants to give a treat to them. So out of all the students in the class, 5 students want an ice cream party. 7 students wants a movie party. 10 students want a costume party. And the rest are undecided. So if 20% want an ice cream party, how many students are in the class? So if 20 students want an ice cream party, this meaning of this line is, if 20 students want an ice cream party, in that case total student will be 100. Out of 100 total, if the if 20 students want an ice cream party, in that case total student will be 100. But in our case, so that means 20 students want an ice cream party out of total 100 students. So one student want an ice cream party out of total 100 divided by 20 students. In this example, we have seen that 5 students want an ice cream party. We have seen that 5 students want an ice cream party. So 5 students want an ice cream party out of total, if you do it, 25 students. Very easy. Now, question number 5. In the United States, 13 out of every 20 cans are recycled. In the United States, 13 out of every 20 cans are recycled. What percentage of cans are recycled? Right. So out of 13, so that means out of 20 cans, 13 are recycled. Out of 20 cans, 13 are recycled. So that means obviously what we will have is 13 divided by 120 is out of 20 cans, 13 are recycled. So that means 13 divided by 20, and then we need to multiply it by 100 to convert it to percentage. So 13 divided by 20, that's the ratio. We need to multiply it. If you want to convert it to percentage, you will multiply it by 100. You will see that the answer is 65%. Right. So next one, Elmer has a collection of 300 fossils. Out of these 300 fossil, 21% are fossilized snail shells. How many fossilized snail shells Elmer have? So obviously total fossil she got is 300. Out of this 300 fossil, 20% are fossilized snail shells. So how many fossilized snail shells does Elmer have? So the answer is what? 300 multiplied by 21%, which is 63 snail shells. Right. Anastasia, question number 7. Anastasia is shopping grocery items with her father and wonders how much shopping is left to do. We believe we already have 60% of the items on our list, her father says. So that means her father informed her that he has already purchased 60% of the item on the list. Anastasia sees 12 items in the cart. Anastasia sees 12 items in the cart. So that means they have purchased 12 items, which is 60% of the total. Anastasia, she saw that they have purchased 12 items, which is 60% of the total. So how many grocery items on the list? Question is asking total how many items were there in the list. So 60 items purchased out of total 100 items on the list. So 60 items purchased out of total 100 item of the list. One item purchased out of 100 divided by 60 item out of the list. They have purchased 12 items. So 12 items purchased out of total, if you do the calculation, you will see out of total 20 items on the list. So that means how many grocery items on the list? This is 20. They have total 20 grocery items on the list. Question number 8. The price of a shirt was 400 taka. The price of a shirt was 400 taka. It is increased by 25%. So that means the price was the initial price was 400 taka. You have increased it by 25%. 25%. So by what percent it should be discounted to get to the original price? So after you increase the price, if you want to move back to original price, what percentage of discount you should offer? Now, first of all, you need to find out after 20%, after 25% increase in price, after 25% increase in price, what will be the new price? So at present the price is 400. if you increase it by 25%, that means 400 multiplied by 25%, the price will become 500 taka. The price will become 500 taka. Now, if you want to move back to 400, the original price, if you want to move back to original price, that is 400, you need to give a discount of 100 taka out of 500 taka. So, to go back to original price from 500 taka, we need to reduce 100 taka to go back to 400 taka price. So to go back to original price from 500 taka, we need to reduce 100 taka. So if it is 1 taka, we need to reduce 100 by 500. To go back to original price from 100 taka, we need to reduce, if you multiply, 20%. That means you need to give, if you want to move back to original price, you have to reduce 20% from the new price. Question number 9. A company makes 8% profit when they offer 10% discount on a particular product. A company makes 8% profit when they offer 10% discount on a particular product. What percentage of profit or loss the company will make if they offer 20% discount? So at present they are offering 10% discount. At present they are offering 10% discount. After offering 10% discount, they are making 8% profit. So if they increase their discount, if they offer 20% discount, what will be the profit or loss? So after 10% discount in price, profit earned is 8%. After 10% discount in price, profit earned is 8%. So after 1% discount in price, profit earned, this will no longer be a deviation. Why? Because after 10% discount in price, profit earned is 8%. If you reduce the discount, if it is after 1% discount, that means if you reduce the discount, obviously profit earned will be higher. Profit earned will be higher. So we need to multiply 8 by 10%. So 8 multiplied by 10%. Now after 20% discount in price, profit earned. So here after 1% discount, profit earned is this one. After 1% discount, profit earned is this one, 8 multiplied by 10%. So if you increase the discount, obviously profit will be less. If you increase the discount from 1% to 20%, the profit earned will be less. If you offer more discount, profit earned will be less. So you need to divide it by 20. You need to divide it by 20. So the answer is 4%. A company offered 20% and 25% discount successively on a pharmaceutical equipment. This successive discount is equivalent to what percentage of single discount? Now after 20% discount, the price becomes 80. So that means, for example, if the initial price is 100, if you offer 20% discount, the price will become 80. That means 100 minus 20, that is 80. New price after further discount of 25% on price, 80. So that means this is the new price, 80. So based on from this new price, if you offer 25% discount again, so this 25%, so this 80 is the new price after 20% discount. 80 is the new price after 20% discount. If you offer 25% discount on the new price, 80, in that case the new price will become 80 minus 80 into 25%. So from 80 we need to deduct the discount. So discount is, this is the new price multiplied by 25%. So after further discount, the price will become 60. So total discount, the initial price at the beginning, initial price was, when there was no discount, at that time price was 100. So total discount after 20% and after 25%, the total discount is 100 minus 60, which is 40%. So that means this successive discount will equivalent to a single discount of 40%. Question number 11. A man imported 10 containers of pharmaceutical chemicals to supply to local pharmaceutical companies to produce a particular machine. So that means a man imported total 10 containers of pharmaceutical chemicals. The total cost of the import was 80 million taka. Right. So that means he imported 10 containers of pharmaceutical chemical, and the total cost of that chemical is 80 million taka. Out of those 10 containers, chemicals of 2 containers got contaminated and are of no use now. So that means out of 10 containers he imported, 2 containers, chemicals of 2 containers got contaminated and are of no use. So he got now only 8 containers of chemical. 2 containers, chemicals of 2 containers is no use there. So that means he has only 8 containers now. At what price would he have to sell the chemicals of each of the remaining containers in order to earn a 25% profit? Right. So total cost was 80 million taka. So if he wants to earn a 25% profit from this one, so that means total revenue he should get with 25% profit is equal to, total cost was 80, and with that, on top of that, he need to get 85% profit. So 80 multiplied by 25%. So that means total revenue. That means total revenue he should get is 100 million taka. So that means he should get total 100 million taka after selling the chemicals. So the importer should sell chemicals, each of the remaining container. Importer should sell chemicals of each of the remaining chemicals of each of the chemicals of so the importer should sell chemicals of each of the remaining container at 100. So total revenue, that means he should get total 100 million taka from his sell. That means he should sell all the chemicals. He should sell all chemicals at the price of 100 million taka. So he has now 8 containers. Out of 10 containers, chemicals of 2 containers is of no use. So he got only 8 containers of chemical. So and after he should sell all these 8 containers of chemical at 100 million taka. So 100 divided by 8, that means question, at what price would he have to sell chemicals of each of the remaining containers? So each of the remaining containers he should sell at the price of 12.5 million taka. Now the next question number 12. A supplier of pharmaceutical machineries buys particular pharmaceutical equipment from the manufacturer at the price of 60 million taka. So he incurred a cost of 25% of the purchase price to bring the equipment at his disposal. That means the cost was 60 million taka, cost of that machine is 60 million taka, but he needs additional cost of, he needs to spend additional cost of 25% of the purchase price to bring the equipment in his godown. Right. So that means total cost will be what? Total cost of the equipment will be, total cost of the equipment is equal to 60 is the cost of the equipment, and 60 multiplied by 25%. He incurred a cost of 25% of the purchase price, which is purchase price is 60. So 25% of the purchase price means 25% of 60. So total cost of the equipment will be 60 is the cost of the equipment, cost of the machine, and 25% is the 60 multiplied by 20%, that's the transportation cost. So total cost of the machine is 75 million taka. He then marks up the price. By 1/3. That means from this is the 75 million taka is the total cost. 75 million taka is the total cost. So marks up price, that means fixed price, the price he has fixed. That means marks up price is equal to 75 is the cost, and he needs to get 1/3. He needs to get additional 1/3 as profit. He needs to get additional 1/3 over cost. He needs to get additional 1/3 as profit over the cost. So that means 75 multiplied by 1/3. This is the profit. That means $25 million should be his profit. So with profit and cost, the total price should be 100 million taka. That's the marks up price. Right. So marks up price is like if you want to buy a book from Nilkhet or Newmarket, you will see that price is mentioned 500 taka. For example, if you want to buy a book from Newmarket, you will see that maybe, for example, the price is mentioned in the book as 500 taka. But so this is the marks up price. Price mentioned in a book is the marks up price. But we normally get 20% to 40% as commission or discount. So after discount we get the final price. After discount we get the final price. So sold after. So the question is asking now, after he sells at a discount of 20%. So after marking up the price, he sells the machine at 20% discount. So sold after 20% discount on marks up price. That means what price he will get after the discount. So marks up price is 100 million taka, and from the marks up price he offered 20% discount. That means 100 multiplied by 20%, that is 20 million taka discount. So out of the 100 million taka marks up price, he offered 20% discount, that is $20 million. So 20 million taka. So the final price is 80 million taka. So what should be the profit? Question is asking what was his profit on the equipment. Total cost was 75 million taka. He sold the equipment at 80 million taka. So profit is 80 million taka is the total revenue he got, or total price he got, and 75 million is the total cost. So profit earned is 5 million taka. So that's the end of percentage problem.